if you want to be championed, become a champion. If you want to be championed, become a champion. Now, what am I talking about here? Well, this is the idea that if you want others to celebrate what you're doing, to share what you're doing with their tribe, to invest in you, in what you offer, if you want them to see you as a champion, as someone who is the best at what you do, and therefore to decide that you are the person who can help them solve the problem that they have, or indeed that you are the person they should refer their friends to who are experiencing the unique problem that you can most help solve, then the way forward is to champion the great work of others. To be seen as a champion, because we humans are encoded to actually respond well to generosity. Okay. Now, Robert Cialdini, in his absolute classic on influence, spoke about the kind of law, the concept of reciprocity, right? Where if someone does something nice for us, we kind of want to do something nice for them. All right. And that's especially true if they are likable, if they are what we might class as like a good human being. Okay. But it actually goes now a bit deeper than this, a bit further, in that in our modern world, more than ever, the most valuable currency on the planet is human attention, right? So here's where we take things up a level in this idea of if you want to be seen as a champion, then first be a champion, right? Which is that when you are championing the great work of others, and this is something that you may, if you're watching this video, listening to this podcast, you may have seen over the last few months, us at Greater Life really starting to step up the way we are celebrating the other organizations and players in our space. And it seems counterintuitive. Why would we do that? Why would we celebrate our competition? But we're in a different time. We're in a time where, particularly now for us in the working in the over 50s space, right? We're in a time where we need all hands to the pump, okay? And we're in a time where there is enough to go round. There are enough customers on a global level that any business can be a global, small to medium-sized business. Therefore, the strictures of business-based competition that existed in the past don't exist anymore, right? Previously, we might have been competing on a local level based on local demographics and geography for customers. We no longer have to play on that playing field, okay? Nor do you. Therefore, what it means is that we can be in what I called in my book ages ago. Let me get a copy. So in my book, Creative Uprising, I actually broke down what I was seeing in the hip hop club night scene that I used to be a part of. And I labeled it co-opetition, right? Which is that in hip hop, on the stage, every performer is seeking to be the best. There's something about the kind of like, particularly among the MCs, the rappers in the culture. It's like can I bring the best lyrical content, the most entertainment on a given day? And that's what I'm aiming for. I'm aiming to be the best. However, within the overall hip hop scene, this was in the UK, and like, I am seeking to build the strongest scene I possibly can. All right. And so hence there is this co-opetition. There is cooperation at a macro level, competition on a micro level. Okay. And this is a seed, I think, that its time has come. So that if you are now thinking about how can I build a following for my business, how can I build trust, how can I build reputation, how can I build brand, be a champion. Be a champion, and others will start to see you as a champion. Okay? because other champions celebrate other champions. All right. So what am I also, one final thing, you can tell I'm excited about this concept. It's something I'm passionate about. Something interestingly that I was sharing with students at Falmouth University when I used to work there, and to now see that the things I was sharing, we are applying at Greater Life to great effect, albeit early days, is really encouraging. The final piece I want to share about championing, as I change my arm, is that in your business, as part of your mission, your cause, your vision, who are you championing, right? We at Greater Life are championing the greater generation. And this is the term that we have come up with for the enterprising over 50s. The majority of them will have businesses or will need to start businesses, but it could be that their enterprising aspect is like, it's about problem solving. It's about saying, screw being over the hill. Like, I'm going to go and get arrested because I do not agree with what this corporation is doing, right? That is a classic, incredible example of the greater generation. Okay. So for us at Greater Life, we are here to champion the greater generation, to offer community, curriculum, coaching and connections. And we hope in the future, co-living for the greater generation. These enterprising over 50s who want a greater life across their health, their happiness, their home and their hustle. All right. And that hustle is whatever enterprising endeavors they're choosing to put their heart, mind, body and soul to. All right. So that is what we're championing. We are championing for the greater generation, on a kind of personal business level. But on a macro level, we are championing the entire over 50s space because it is a movement whose time has come. And so we are championing here in the UK the great work of the likes of Wrestlers, 55 Redefined, Goldster, Out Across the Pond, Top 60 Over 60, Paul Long and the New Way Forward. I'm going to forget people. Aviva Wittenberg Cox, Ashton Applewhite. Let me think. The incredible work of Eleanor Mills right now, Carla Nore. So these are people and organizations we're championing because they're doing amazing work alongside the work that we're doing. And it's absolutely, here's the key word for me around championing, it's absolutely synergetic. We are together creating something that is greater than the sum of its parts. All right. So today, as you go forward, who are you championing? What are you championing? And how can you engage in co-opetition? All right.